In the health center tonight, the CDC says women are reporting stronger reactions to their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine than men.
NewsNation's Teresa Estacio talked to several doctors on why this is happening.
Nearly 80% of women reported having some type of reaction to receiving the COVID-19 vaccine, as detailed in a Centers for Disease Control report.
Not so much if you're talking about Moderna and Pfizer with the first shot, but with the second jab, many more side effects in females than males.
Dr. John Schwartzberg with UC Berkeley's School of Public Health.
The major side effects are body aches, headache, loss of appetite, fatigue, some fever, not real common, but some people get a significant temperature.
Women have two X chromosomes, and it turns out that many of the immune genes are linked to the X chromosome.
Dr. Peter Chin Hong, professor of medicine and infectious disease specialist with UCSF, says that the sex hormone estrogen may also explain the different reactions between genders. Both say women having stronger side effects to vaccines has a long documented history, and one which they say needs to be better understood.
It just really reflects how little we understand in terms of sex differences in the way that we standardize dosing, for example.
Does that mean females are getting a better immune response from the vaccine than males? And there's no evidence that that's the case. And there's no evidence that it's the case that if you don't get side effects, that you didn't get a good immune response to the vaccine.
And both say that it's vital the fear of side effects should not prevent getting the vaccine.
In 1,000,000% everyone should get this vaccine. The fact that you're responding is actually seen as a good thing by many people in healthcare, because it's not like you are having an infection. Again, it's your immune system being trained. In terms of the risk-benefit ratio, the benefit far outweighs the risk.
That was Teresa Estacio reporting, and joining us now to talk more about this issue is Dr. James Baker. Dr. Baker is the founding director of the Mary H. Weiser Food Allergy Center and a professor at the University of Michigan's Medical School. His research is in the area of immunology and host defense. Dr. Baker, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So a recent study said 80% of women are seeing these side effects after the second dose. Is there a theory on why this seems to impact women more than men? We just heard in that package that it was the estrogen factor. Do you agree with that?
Well, estrogen is one component. And in fact, the male hormone testosterone actually suppresses immunity. So that's one factor. But as the one doctor alluded to, women actually have a stronger immune system than men. And because of that, they tend to respond more robustly. So with the second shot, when you're responding to the vaccine, the booster shot, and getting the stronger immune response, they tend to do better. The other thing that I think is very important to remember is that these are temporary symptoms, and they shouldn't last more than a few days. If you have, the types of fever or aches that go on for 4 or 5 days, you should contact your doctor. Almost all the time, this is a 2 or 3 day event.
And are these reports based on both the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines? And what about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is only 1 dose?
Yes. Right now, all the reports relate to Moderna and Pfizer. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is only a single dose, so you won't see that reaction after the second dose. So I think in some ways, even though the dose with the Pfizer vaccine is smaller than Moderna, we're seeing it in both because you get that second jab to sort of ensure your immunity is there.
So last week it was revealed that a 39-year-old woman in Utah got extremely sick after the second dose. She was sick for days, and then by the time she went to the hospital, her organs were already shutting down, and she actually ended up passing away. What should people know or watch for to know if it's time to go to the emergency room?
So first, this is an incredibly tragic event, but it's very rare. And the only thing we really know from the family is that they were trying to get a liver transplant for her. So it involves some type of organ shutdown that is very unusual. But again, if you're ill for 3 or 4 days and it's not getting better after the vaccine, you need to contact your doctor. You need to go to the emergency room. and realize that this is not the typical type of reaction you see after the vaccine.
Also, there was an Israeli study this week that said taking aspirin regularly could help prevent COVID infection. What do you think of that?
Well, aspirin's been implicated in two different ways. This report suggested that people who take aspirin were less likely to get COVID-19 to begin with. Now, that's a hard thing to interpret because those people may also be practicing other types of activities that keep them from getting infected. So if you're taking medicine and being careful, you may be more careful about not getting COVID. The thing that looks like it may be important is that once you get ill from COVID, if you get in the hospital and take aspirin, it keeps from forming those blood clots that have been implicated in the deaths of people. So aspirin in the hospital may help prevent death in people already infected with COVID.
But it's not going to stop the infection or deter the actual infection itself, right?
Right now, we don't know that, and the report really didn't indicate that.
And I have one very quick follow-up question. A lot of women might be seeing this and saying, this is scary enough to deter me from getting the vaccine. What is your message to them?
Don't be afraid. This is a one in right now 100 million event. As if you're concerned about the second shot, go ahead and get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. That's only one shot. It's important to be vaccinated. It's important to be protected.
Dr. Baker, thank you very much for joining us. Valuable information.
Thank you.